Maybe I'm crazy, but Kyrie is new Kawhi. Dun, dun, dun.
That's a thinker. I agree.
We'll get to it later.
Okay.
Maybe I'm crazy, maybe I'm crazy, maybe I'm not, maybe I'm not.
Welcome to the Maybe I'm Crazy podcast. I'm Joy Taylor. That's Brandon Newman.
Hola.
How you doing?
I'm Gucci. How are you?
I'm good. I've got lots of things to say about the song that you've been singing incessantly for the past
It's not
hour
just
or so.
me. It's the zeitgeist.
It's everyone.
Yes, the whole world is in their feelings.
You know what? Well, we have Michael Rapaport, friend of the show,
Yes.
on today.
Hero.
Yes, Sky Hero.
Yes,
Sky Hero, if you will. Lit list, loser power rankings, culture report as always. Something I just alluded to in the petty report. Lots of moves around the NBA, and the NFL's creeping back up on us, just like that. Felt like it was gone for so long, and then nope, it's back.
I had little faith that it was going to come back the way it has, but
No, it's back. It's back already.
Yeah.
But more importantly, everyone on the internet's being annoying, and I just got to say it. All right.
Talk to me.
I'm just gonna be the old lady and just this. I get like this every once in a while. There's always things that happen, right?
Right.
The internet gets excited about. All right, and then I just refuse to participate in them, and because I refuse to participate in them, I am cool and everyone else is not. That's how it works.
Like Tide Pods.
Yeah. No,
not
I feel
that
like
one.
that people were literally participating in Tide Pods and then literally suffering consequences
Yes,
from Tide Pods. There's
yes.
no consequences to doing the In My Feelings challenge. Okay, it's some of the videos are cute. You know, I've watched a few.
Yes.
I've not watched all of them.
I mean, it'd be very difficult
very
to try
difficult.
to watch that all.
But it's like planking. Remember when everyone was planking?
It's In My Feelings challenge isn't like
Remember when
planking.
everyone was planking?
Isn't like planking. How disrespectful
Right.
to both things.
People were just like laying on things.
That is I do. Yes, I remember the
Remember planking?
idiocracy. Is that even the right way to use that? Of planking. But this is not like it's not. It's not that.
Is it?
It's not that.
Is it?
It can be compared to dabbing.
Okay, fine. Remember when everyone was dabbing
Oh, yeah, it
and
was
everyone
terrible.
thought that it was like you had to dab.
Yeah, you had to.
I mean, I did not agree. You do not have to dab. But you gonna do it?
I don't
You gonna
want.
dab on them?
No.
Okay.
Right?
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm not participating. Please stop asking me.
You
Someone told me today that I should do a video.
yes of the in my channel. Yeah.
Yeah, I said no.
But
I'm not gonna do it. You did
there's a
one.
version of it that you can do.
It's not because I can't dance.
I didn't say that.
Okay, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The point is I'm not participating.
Okay. But but just because you feel like an old woman about this one?
No, I just feel like things like this are only cool for like a day and a half. And if you get on them in the first like day and a half span, then you're in the cool category. Like, oh,
Right.
that's cute.
Right,
like,
right.
oh, she did it with
yeah,
her
yeah.
husband.
Yeah,
That's cute.
yeah.
The kid did it. That's
Yeah,
cute.
yeah,
Ooh,
yeah.
that girl can really dance. I
Right.
like that one.
Right.
And then by the 750 millionth, I'm like, I don't care about your In My Feelings challenge.
Right.
And now, because it's like 5 days in, I would just like for Kiki to just go away.
But like,
Is that
does she
wrong?
love Drake though?
I don't care if she loves Drake.
Okay.
And guess what? Drake loves his bed and his mom. So Kiki, he doesn't love you.
I want to bring that up, by the way. I didn't mention the last Culture Report. The rumor mill is saying that Drake's son Adonis' middle name is Mabed. So he said he was shouting out his son. Now he only loves Mabed and my mama. What do you think about that?
I think that's going to ruin a lot of memes.
Or start some. But it's been going on. Anyways, you don't like. I worry about being too first on something. So I waited a couple days. I decided to do it on the hottest day in LA. You can watch the video at Newman Show 99. I was sweating very
If you'd
profusely.
like
I was
to
on
see
the bird.
another In My Feelings challenge, a totally original one, completely different than all of the other ones, go to Newman Show 99 and watch it.
I didn't even
Give
have to say
him a
it.
view or two.
I
all right?
didn't even have to say
If
it.
you're feeling
It is new.
double tap it
It is
with a little
different.
like, and then give him a follow.
You show me In Your Feelings video with a bird. And just simple as that.
That part I did like, actually.
Yeah.
That part
Just
was.
pull it up on the
that part
scooter.
was it. The
Zip,
audio,
zip.
I gotta tell you though, audio. One of the worst audio. I mean,
That's what makes it different.
So far
That's what
away?
makes it different.
Can't even tell what song it is.
That's what makes it
I'm
different.
done critiquing your video. Anyway, that's my feelings on the In My Feelings challenge.
We got a little rant session out of you.
I had to say it. Someone had to say it. All right. Do you remember when it was planking? You know. All right.
Tebow.
So let's get to I think only Tebow was actually successfully Tebowing because he was praying. Everyone else was just faking it.
That's fair.
They're faking the funk.
Yeah.
All right. Michael Rapaport joins us. Talk about LeBron and the Lakers and lots of other stuff. So let's talk to Michael. All right. Friend of the podcast, Michael Rapaport, hero.
Just a friend of the podcast, not friend.
Of course, friend.
Yeah, but
it's not just me.
you should have said
Brandon
friend first.
is
You
here.
should have said friend first. Friend of myself, like friend.
Friend
and
of mine, Michael Rapaport, also friend of the podcast,
Yeah,
who
there
is
you go,
very
there you go, there you go.
cantankerous today, by the way. I'm just going to say it.
I'm always You know what, Joy?
You're
cantankerous.
you're
cantankerous
usually
too.
not with me, so this is new.
Cantankerous.
All right, so let's start
know what
with
that means.
a story where you can brag on yourself, which was where you saved an entire plane of people from demise, including yourself. Now I got to tell you, when I heard this
No
story,
bragging. It is what it is.
When I heard the story, Earl and I were home. And we started talking about it, and I was like, this is exactly why me and Shannon Sharp, always say, don't play on a plane we're on, because this is what can happen to you. I don't like when people start yelling, you start getting loud.
all that.
I'm not
Yeah.
the person who's
Can I
going to be like,
curse on
oh
here?
my God.
Oh yeah.
What
all day.
whatever shall I do?
No.
Yeah.
You've got about
We're on a plane.
maybe 5 seconds to continue with the
You already
whatever,
profiling everybody to
whatever,
come in.
Yeah,
We're on a
exactly.
plane.
Right, yeah.
Exactly. Whatever mood you're in, you better chill out, because
Yeah.
if I have to get out of my seat, it's hands on from there on out. So
I agree. It's too
it's too risky.
scary.
I don't have to, I got places to go. I got shit to do.
And I just don't want the flight to like let's say we're going. By the way, it's the short flights that all the bullshit is happening on. It's never L.A. to New York, New York, L.A. Okay, it's always Ohio to Dallas, Orlando to Atlanta. It's always in between. It's never the 6 hour, 5.5 hour
I got a
joints.
connection to Vegas. I'm already nervous about it on Friday.
Anything to do with Vegas is
Yeah.
you got to keep your head on a swivel.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's been well reported, well documented. I mean, we could.
What's the number of the flight?
1563.
Okay.
Like, you talking about the? Oh, you mean? Why don't you just say, oh, Michael, do you want to discuss American Airline flight 1563?
Yeah, that's how we should.
Yeah, that's
they're
what
gonna
should've-
make a movie about it for
Yes,
sure.
Yeah.
And you know, some people say I'm milking it.
Yeah.
If you saved a fucking plane from its demise, would you not milk the?
I would tell every person I met. I would walk down the street like, "Excuse me, would you like to hear how I saved my life and the life of I don't know, approximately how many other people?"
It could be 150, 163 people.
You joked about getting
It's
it
a good
tatted.
story.
If it was me, it would get tatted, and I have to talk myself out of getting on my face.
All right, so I don't want to ask you all the obvious questions, okay? Because like why'd you do it? You know, what
Heroes
emotions
do
will you have?
heroic
Exactly.
But no, it's just when it happens.
Let's skip past
Real
all
heroes
that.
do real
Who
things.
is the
Right.
coolest person that's congratulated you on being a hero?
Great question, Joy.
Who is the coolest person that? Probably
You-
Ice
you-
Cube.
yeah,
Probably
so
Ice
like,
Cube.
You know Cube, but
No,
like,
but the way he did it, like he was like, you know, he like because the way he did it, because Cube is either real serious with me because we're talking business, like Big Three, and his time, and he's like, this is going on, or do more of this, don't do more of that, be careful for this, be careful for that. I would say Cube. I'll think of some. There's been a few cool ones. Listen, and then there's hero hate. Like don't hate the hero. You know, hate the game. Don't hate the motherfucking hero. Hate the game. But the thing that like it's like, do they expect me to be the shy, coy hero, like soft spoken hero? Hell, fucking no.
what are you shy and coy
That's what
about?
I'm saying. Like
No,
I'm
seriously, what is something that you're shy and coy about?
my private life.
Okay,
I'm shy and coy about my private life. I mean, but anything else, I'm like, I'm here for that shit talk. I'm here for that good old fashioned, straight up, rough, rugged, and raw shit talk. That's what I'm here for.
But that's why this is so great, because your private life led you to be able to talk shit to the world, international hero.
And when I'm on a plane, I am in private life zone.
Yes, exactly.
Like I got
As
my
you should
baseball
be.
hat, I got my earphones on.
Yes.
Like listen. You don't see me in fancy cars.
Right.
Like I live in a nice but modest crib. I live a modest lifestyle. Obviously, I'm not spending my money on my wardrobe.
That looks butter soft though.
It's butter soft, but it's butter cheap.
Right.
Okay. So I've afforded the luxury between success and my finances to one way or another fly in first class.
Oh, big seats.
Okay, but I'm not up in there like, you know, shunning the other people because I know like it could get taken away. So I'm humbly in first class. Okay, I'm not up there like, you know, like drinking my, you know, my rosé.
I appreciate that.
While you're going into the back with a fucking piece of gum in your mouth.
If I make eye contact with you,
I give you the eye contact.
And then the head nod?
Yeah,
Okay.
you know, and
Right.
so but when I'm in first class and I don't even know how I got started on that, but the point is this. The point is this. I'm here for the shit talk. And yes, I was the first man up. Yes, I acted. Yes, I didn't hesitate. And who the fuck knows? And at the end of the day, I feel like the guy was on sleeping pills and was in some sort of state. But when I got there, his two hands were on the door. When I pushed him away, his two hands went back on the door. And when I pushed him away, he was going for the door. So we could wrap our heads around it where they said he was confused. FBI did what they had to do. But first man in, me, Michael Rapaport, international hero, I did the damn thing.
You know what?
Citizen's arrest.
I'm not mad at you at all because there's always.
You flew with me Big 3 last year. You
Yeah.
see how I get down.
No, you don't mind anybody. You don't bother
I'm
anybody.
on some Kimbo Slice shit when I'm in the air.
Well, I was going to actually back
RP.
up what you were saying about you not bothering anybody.
I don't around in the air, but I'm low key. I mind my
He's
business.
just chilling. He's got his like little pile of gum or whatever you had.
Gum,
or
my
probably
tissues.
throat lozenges and tissues because this man is always sick. But
Respect.
that's
It's called
that's
being Jewish in 48. You can
whatever.
call it being sick. I call it being
Whatever
Jewish
it
in
is.
48.
Anyway,
Jewish
the
in 48.
point
That's a different type of 48.
The point is, there's always people always have their story, right? Like,
Right.
if this happened, I would do this, and people are like, whatever. Like, you wouldn't do shit. And now you have not only that story, but you have that story with witnesses, and you have that story with witnesses from the Big 3,
And well documented.
which even
Well
more
documented.
validates it.
Yeah,
Which
so-
it's an amazing story, and it's also happens to be kind of funny, despite the fact that you guys almost all died.
And the one thing I will say this
Despite
is I sound tough because of my New York accent, and I talk tough. I don't proclaim to be any sort of tough guy in any way, shape, or form. What happened was scary. My instinct and the bass level in my voice was in a scary tone. It wasn't this deep,
Right.
Barry White, sexy tone that you hear right now. It was more like, ah! So I was acting out of fear. But of course, when I talk about it, I'm going to talk about it like
Like
you know.
Hey, what
Like
you
it was-
doing?
Like you were the
What you
Rock.
over there doing?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what the funny thing is? The Rock, with all his fucking weightlifting and his videos and his tattoos and his
Give it to
rocks
him.
are cooking.
Yeah.
And you CGI hero shit, Duke.
Ooh!
I really get down with this shit.
Ooh, shouts out to skyscraper.
I'm about this hero life.
New
right.
York.
Speaking of the Big 3, how has it been this year? You've had some additions.
So much fun.
We're doing it live now. We did it last year. We're doing it live now on Fox on Friday night. They're in Detroit. How's it been this year? Who's been the best new addition? To me, it's Barron.
Barron and Nate Robinson.
Nate.
Like Nate Robinson, you know, athletes that are undersized like that in talking basketball, Muggsy Bogues, Spud Webbs, Allen Iversons, Nate Robinsons, Isaiah Thomas, the new addition. They have that chip on their shoulder, and Nate, like, you know, I don't know if he's been on this podcast. He's fun, nice, easy to talk to, very, you know, self-effacing. But when he plays, I don't think he can do anything without that chip on his shoulder. And he plays. He did it in the NBA. And, you know, sometimes I think to the detriment of them saying, you know, like, he doesn't get along with coaches. But when you're 5'7", and he ain't 5'9", he ain't 5'10",
Right.
like he's 5'7". When you're 5'7", and even your thinking isn't rational, because I'm looking at Nate Robinson, and the rest of the world is looking at Nate Robinson in a way that he's not seeing the world. So he's seeing himself as like, yo, I'm a dunk on your fucking head. And I'm like, you little shit. You know, his whole life, you're like, you little shit. So you say, am I crazy? Nate Robinson is crazy. Muggsy Bogues is fucking nuts. Spud Webb is insane.
You
Allen
have to
Iverson-
be that size and believe that
You
you
ha-
can.
you
compete
have
with
to be.
guys
I mean,
who are
think
7
about
foot
it.
Compete
tall.
like that, yeah.
So he's brought that intensity, and watching it up close, and even seeing him out there on the court, like I believe his first or second game, I think it was his first game, he was on the court at the same time with like Big Baby Davis and you know, a couple, and I'm right there close in the corner. I'm like, yo, this guy looks crazy out there. Still 5'7". And this style of the 3-on-3 and the big three is not supposed to be favorable for little guys because the mismatch. But he just brings that intensity, and it's made it for very entertaining. His team's doing well. Barron looks great. He has that very exciting style of play. Like he's got that shake and bake shit, and it's still very effective. Big Baby's been great. And for me, like, you know, Joy, like you were with me last year. Like I love basketball so much, and like it's not even like the on the court job. Like this weekend in Oakland, we stayed at a hotel in Berkeley, and a lot of us were all in a hotel, and it was just a hotel to itself. There wasn't like extra people there. Like you either stayed at the hotel, or you didn't. Like sitting there and having, you know, a glass of wine with Catino Mobley and Charles Oakley, and then like chit chatting with Dr. J, and then having his dog almost bite me. My joke was this, and it took me 24 hours to have the guts to tell him because I love him so much. Because he has a little dog, and the dog tried to bite me. And my joke the next day, which, you know, a joke never works the next day, but I was like, your dog, you know, that dog's crazy. He tried to bite me. And I said, I bet you it's named Larry Bird. Ba-dum-bum. I'm here all week, folks. Ba-dum-bum. Boom, Larry Bird, you know.
Did he laugh?
Did he take that one?
Yeah. He laughed a little bit. I knew it wasn't. I knew it wasn't going to be like a swing for the. But it's a chuckle laugh.
Yeah.
But that.
A thinker.
But you did get to tell a Larry Bird joke to Dr. J.
Oh, I mean, but that and having a glass of wine with Oak, and, you know, hanging out with, you know, Birdman, Chris Anderson, and all that stuff. That to me is the most fun and the takeaway of it for me. And like, I know the guys, like when you hear athletes talk about, I miss the locker room, I miss the guys, whether it's basketball, football. That is what they miss, that camaraderie. So just to sort of be around it and see them have that fun and let them have their guard on, because, you know, athletes are so, like they're closed off. Like they're especially with media and microphones. But to see them let their guard and, like, see their personalities and, like, you know, it's just, that's the thing that's so much fun. So the games have been better. The ratings are fantastic. And I'm never... You know, I never take that for granted. Like, I'm never like, oh, I'm just chilling with Dr. J. Like, I'm like, oh, I'm Dr. J. I'm bugging out, you know?
Well, make sure you check it out Fridays on FS1 with Rap and Cube, and they're in Detroit this week. All right, so we haven't asked you, well, I haven't actually heard your full opinion, although I have some assumptions about LeBron coming to LA. Now, you and I were pretty aligned on our opinion of LeBron. I still feel like most of the personality stuff is still the same, but my biggest beef with LeBron was obviously leaving the Heat, but being in Cleveland. So now that he's in LA, I got to relax off LeBron a little bit. I feel like he's going into a different phase of his career. I don't want to be that person that when LeBron retires, like, I hated LeBron all but the years he was in Miami. I didn't get to enjoy any of his greatness because I wanted to be annoyed by him all the time. And I don't want to be that person. I just want to, like, enjoy the last couple years of LeBron's career. I don't care if the Lakers win or lose. I think they're an interesting team. I don't have to bang on him for being in Cleveland anymore. What do you really think about him being in LA?
Well, my LA basketball, you know, life and memories are all Magic Johnson. And I love, he's one of my favorite athletes, you know. Him and Larry Bird, when they were in college, inspired my dream to play basketball. Really? Oh man, I love Magic. Right. I mean, I sincerely have love for him. You know, you know, when you know, as a basketball player, you know, like growing up, like, you know, he brought the smile to the NBA, and so much joy and everything accomplished. You know, but I'll tell you, honest God truth. When he announced his retirement and he had contracted HIV, you know, I would remember being in my apartment in Hollywood. I was young. I remember what year was it, 91 or 92 or 93? There's fact checkers in here. 89, 90, whatever it was. We
only fact checked before.
Okay, yeah. But I mean, I cried watching it, and I mean, I have so many different Magic stories, but you know, from throughout my life, I was at his basketball camp when I was 13. Wow. You know, and just revere him and just adore him. But I'm not even a religious dude, but I do have my little prayers. And ever since that happened, he's been in my prayers since that. And I remember I was on Sunset past Doheny in maybe 95, and I was driving a car, And you know, you see this in LA, it's crazy. But Magic pulled up beside me in a drop top Benz with the hood down, and I said, you know, I love you. I pray for you every night. And he's, you know, this is again. He said, I appreciate that. And I've been like, I love that dude. So
he's like that. Magic is. I met Magic once, and he said Joy, and I was like. Oh, Magic Johnson just said my name. I don't even know if he just learned it 3 seconds ago, but the fact that he remembered my name is important.
And so to bring that to LeBron, because I love him so much, and you know, I hate on or shit on or, you know, root against LeBron so much as the basketball player, because it seems like you have to explain that, and like with all go like he's a great guy. I'm a great guy too.
Right.
People hate on me too. Behind closed doors, I'm a great guy.
Right.
Ask my dog. He'll tell you. My fucking dog will say, that's my best friend.
Sometimes with LeBron, people feel like it's people feel like anything bad you say about LeBron is personal.
I know, it's the only athlete though, because like going back to Larry Bird, like no one had a problem with people shitting on Larry Bird. Tom Brady, you could fucking talk shit about him. No one's gonna be like, but he's a good, I'm sure he's a great parent. We're all great behind closed doors. That being said, for basketball, I think it's great. For the Lakers, it's great. I think Kyle Kuzma is gonna be his dog, because Kyle Kuzma has.
I hope they keep him.
They're not trading him. Kyle Kuzma is he's about that life, and I think Kyle Kuzma is the guy that LeBron is going to be like, that's my motherfucker. Like that's my killer. That's my guy that doesn't need a battery in his back. Like I think Kyle Kuzma has a chip on his shoulder. He's going to be like, yo, me and LeBron are about this shit. I think Ingram, you know, is still good. The thing that I think is really dope and interesting, and where the controversy is going to come into, is the Luke Walton scrutiny continuing, but even more so is the #1 pick from last year is going to be a backup point guard.
Lonzo.
You think Lonzo's going to actually be a backup?
Well, you got no choice because Rondo ain't.
Rondo, yeah.
He ain't no backup.
That will be the controversy. I'm interested to see how that goes. I don't think at this point Rondo would have a problem not being the starter.
I agree.
That's why I didn't think he would.
And I don't necessarily know that that's the best long-term move.
I agree.
I would rather develop Lonzo, let Rondo help him.
I agree.
And build up Lonzo than invest in Rondo, because they're not going to win a championship this year anyway. So to me, this is a 2, maybe 3-year deal if it's going to happen.
I agree.
Yeah.
So
and if LeBron is putting the battery in Kuzma's back, then I would love to see Rajon Rondo put the battery in Lonzo's back.
Oh,
I agree. And I think Lonzo's style of play, what we saw of it last year, will be because he likes to give up the ball.
And I think he's going to be, to me, everyone's overreacting to his debut year. Like, he was hurt a lot. He didn't play anything like he played at UCLA.
You're never going to see that again.
He had a ton of pressure on him. I think he's built up his body a lot. He's gained weight. He's gained
towards
muscle.
Meniscus.
He did, but that's like that type of stuff is the only thing that worries me.
That's like a hangnail when it comes to knees.
Yeah,
but fortunately,
for sure. We'll see what happens with that. All right, so we got to talk about Carmelo Anthony. Carmelo Anthony is your guy.
This is a non-story.
Carmelo. He's never done it for me. Like you do the scoring. Okay, great. I'm more interested in winning.
Hey, Rockets are done. Like
the Rockets are. Look,
it's over.
You want to talk about people hating on you? Rockets fans hate me. I called them the Raptors of the West last year.
Yeah,
great take.
Excellent take.
It was a little aggressive, but it turned out to be
they're
right.
Fucking nuts. These fans are crazy.
They're. I will give it to them though.
What
they are
city
more,
would you want to have
more
security
hardcore
with?
than I thought. Me?
Yeah.
Security.
Yeah. Like, what city would you be like? I wouldn't mind a goon with me.
Yeah.
No, I don't. That's
Houston.
No.
She claims to be her own goon.
I am a goon.
No,
I actually love Houston. We went to Houston for the Super Bowl. There's plenty of nice people in Houston.
They don't give a shit.
They don't.
You call them the Raptors.
I mean,
that's true.
That's disrespectful.
Yeah, you ain't been back since.
So the Rockets lost Trevor Ariza. They lost everybody, and now it's looking like Carmelo's probably going to go there.
What do you do?
Or the Heat, which does really nothing for me. But
nothing.
Oh, man.
If he accepts and is playing positively, and he's there to win, and he's there to service and get the best that he can be, Carmelo can help any team at this point. Or he's got to know that he's not what he was. He's not going to be used the same way.
Right.
I don't care how many impressive Instagram videos that you put out, and I fuck with Carmelo. But everybody has to, at a certain point, you have to dial it back. Speaking of Instagram videos, I'm going to set up and take my own segment here before I go.
Let's do it, please.
I think I know where you're going. But
No, you don't. This is going to throw you for a loop.
I'm lost.
Tell me where you think I'm going to go, and I'll tell if you're right.
Be quick.
Well, I'm assuming it has something to do with squats.
Squats?
Yeah.
No.
No? Okay.
No squats.
No. It's not even fucking the chingy dance.
It's not Chingy.
Remember him?
Drake. Yeah.
What was that song that he had? That big
Right there?
I like the way you do that.
Right there. Or Holiday Inn.
Yo, he had some
Chingy
joints.
at the Holiday Inn.
He must have made some money and just cashed out. Because he was just like...
Rappers usually don't cash out.
True.
Usually.
Where I'm going with this, I spent Instagram videos. J.R. Smith.
Oh.
You do your Instagram stuff, all that stuff. The workout videos, we know what you're capable of. We know you have incredible footwork. What I want to see is basic, like, do tic-tac-toe videos.
Basketball. Oh,
like,
no.
3 + 3 = 6.
Last
The amount of timeouts we have, like the amount of time. Like, that's the video I want to see. How many timeouts does your team have? I don't want to see.
Trying to redeem it.
All that. We know he's super
crazy.
talented. Like, yo, how many timeouts does a team have?
After 2 tests.
Like, that's what I want to see. Like, basketball, rule book shit. That's what I want to see from my man J.R. Smith. I don't want to see, like, I know you could do all that fly shit. I know you could do fadeaway. None of that fucking matters, my man.
None of it.
How many timeouts does a team have in a half? How many timeouts does a team have in overtime?
That's a great point.
That's the Instagram video, because we know you could do all that. None of that shit.
Yeah, we wanted you to do that in the finals.
That. No, we didn't want you to do that.
Most irrelevant video I've seen in the last week or so.
Keep it real for just 1 second. No, I will not judge you. Did you feel at all bad for LeBron in that spot? Because I honestly, first of all, I wanted it to be a longer series. So I didn't care about if they swept them or not. I wanted more basketball.
Right.
So that was disappointing. But I honestly was like staring at the screen like LeBron deserves better than this.
I didn't feel bad in the moment. I felt bad later on when, like, that long form video that went viral with uncuts, and then I saw it with like opera music underneath it, like Pavarotti singing, and like that, I was like, damn. But listen, I mean, LeBron was ridiculous that entire playoff run. That game was like a cherry on top, like that. But that's like such a insult to injury, like a wound. So as somebody that wanted to see a sweep last year, talking about need security, so for a guy who walked around in Cleveland with a broom, and then a plunger in Oakland, like I got joy out of that.
Oh, of course.
4-game
I know
sweep.
you did.
So, but in the moment I didn't. And what's my man's name who missed the free throws?
George Hill.
Yeah, George
He
Hill.
should be. He should be doing videos.
Thank
Like,
you.
yo, here's
Thank
10
you.
here's 10 free throws in a
Well,
row.
George Hill.
Because I can make 10, George Hill.
J.R.
so
Smith
true.
saved George Hill
Yes.
from that moment. Because
But you could get away with you missed a free throw. You made one, you missed the other one.
right.
What JR did is unforgivable, because the thing that I thought about the most about it was like JR, like, you know, if somebody disappoints you, where like you, like, I wonder, did anyone make direct eye contact with him going forward? Like,
but the one thing about that situation,
like, yo, man,
the one
I
thing
can't
about
even
that
look at
situation
you.
though, that's where they could have used somebody like Dwayne Wade. Because in that spot where LeBron is just killed, Dwayne is not built like that. He would have went up, he would have talked to JR,
Why did he get
would have
traded?
shook
Yes,
LeBron.
that's a good point,
He would have
yes.
shook LeBron and like snap out of
Let's
it.
go.
Yes.
We got these
They
guys.
need someone on that
mad
team.
about this
Kevin
later.
Love
We
even.
have Golden State in overtime.
Yeah.
Let's go crush it in
And we
overtime
have
and
them.
take game one.
Yeah.
We have this. We have this moment. And LeBron couldn't do it in that spot. I didn't blame him. I still kind of feel like that's like the separation to me between him and Jordan. Is like in that spot you got to just mind your
the
race.
separation between him and Jordan is, I think Michael Jordan would have literally choked him out
Yeah,
on
probably.
the bench.
He
So I
might
think
have killed him.
LeBron, in that, he was the GOAT, because Michael Jordan might have been like, yo, like that, because that was insane.
I
It's
feel bad for J.R. Smith now, because all these high IQ narrative is all shots at JR. It's like, oh, everyone wants Rondo, everyone wants LeBron has to have high IQ basketball players around him. High IQ, high IQ, high IQ. And it's just shitting on JR.
And I think
second.
the high IQ is overstating. We want basic IQ, my man.
Oh, yeah.
Basic. How many motherfucking timeouts you got?
But hold up.
Basic.
LeBron didn't know either, though.
What's your score?
Ty Lue
This
didn't
is
know.
they they scream at you in 3rd grade, like 3rd grade basketball when you're running around like a fucking idiot. Though you got to know the score, Michael. And like, okay, and then you never forget because the next day you did 2 wind sprints. You got to remember the score, okay? And then not in the finals.
You got to know.
Come on, man. And then go a month later. Like, yo, do your anything, your beautiful family and beautiful kids and all that. But nobody wants to see you doing fadeaways, spinning into the corner. I want to see some tic-tac-toe videos and like basic math. And like, I want to see like a video of you reading the rule book of the NBA. And I
out loud, not even quietly, not quietly.
I don't want to see no fadeaway jump shots with a trainer in the corner. All that.
What's Supreme shorts on? $200 Supreme shorts.
Come on, man. I don't want to see all that shit. That's just insult to injury. And you know what else I'm gonna take? I'm gonna take another thing. Is going into Cleveland. Your guy Ty Lue.
Oh, talk about Ty Lue.
You go to the beach. You got your trips. I see your Instagram stories.
We do be at the beach.
Yo, listen. You need to send Ty Lue a motherfucking one-way plane ticket to the beach. He needs to soak his head. He went on NBA TV in Summer League in Vegas the other day. He's talking about, I was shocked. Motherfucker, not one other person was shocked. You were shocked? You were shocked that LeBron was leaving this shithole?
No.
We got swept. We don't even know if you can coach. If I'm Ty Lue, I file a grievance with the NBA, and I apply to be a first-year coach next year. So if they somehow win 38 games, they could be like he exceeded expectations.
Exactly.
Because we don't know what you're made of, Ty Lue.
Well, we're going to find out what all of Cleveland is made of.
We know what they're made of. They ain't doing shit. We know what they're made of. They won nothing in the NFL, 0-16, and then they had a fucking parade for it. They had a motherfucker out there, biggest Cleveland Browns fans. We're going to celebrate this shit.
Said he's looking good. Sexton's looking good.
Listen, 2 wins, 3 wins, none of that shit's going to help. They ripped the Billboard down. Cleveland is back to being good old-fashioned Cleveland.
You don't have to pitch me on Cleveland. I'm from Pittsburgh. There's nothing about it that's appealing to me.
You know it's going to be Tristan Thompson is still a Cleveland Cavalier, right?
Yeah, he was out partying with LeBron. Him, Savannah, and
Chloe
were in Malibu.
Man.
That's something, huh? That has to be LeBron's move now. We gotta let you go, but that's LeBron's move, right?
What do you mean?
Like he's got to get with the Kardashians. That's the thing.
Nah, he don't need to get with anybody.
What are you talking about? He was mad that Tristan was with.
Was he?
He's mad about Baby True.
Was he? Because photographic evidence says otherwise.
He's mad at Baby True.
Is he? Because they're not on the same team anymore. And
it ain't my problem. You're in Cleveland now, my man. I got you $100 million.
Yeah, that's
you
true.
can't even do a jump hook.
You're welcome.
You can't even do off the fucking mic and drill. I got you 100. When Tristan Thompson
and you caused a scandal right in the middle.
Yeah, when Tristan Thompson is at dinner with LeBron James, I know LeBron is like, I'm not paying for shit, motherfucker. You always are gonna pay for dinner when I'm around you. All that money in your pocket, it's me. Malibu, sushi.
You think LeBron's doing that?
That's what Ty Lue. He's saying that to Ty Lue and everyone else.
You motherfuckers are paying for this
making
sushi.
Ty Lue pay for dinner?
Yes.
Yes. Based on that logic.
Yes. Yeah. Tristan Thompson is like, he got the black card out. Like, here you go.
I mean,
anything.
He's got Chloe too. They should be paying for dinner.
All of it. Yeah. LeBron, man. He got a lot of people paid.
Yeah.
Poor Larry Nance Jr.
Instagram money's crazy.
All right, Mike. Thanks so much for joining us. Make sure you watch the Big Three on Friday on FS1. They're in Detroit. I Am Rapaport Stereo podcast.
Check your boy out.
What else would you like to plug?
That's it.
That's it? Can we get you some tea on the way out?
No, I feel pretty good. I didn't cough the whole time.
You had a few coughs.
No, that was I got choked up.
We made Rapaport the most visited person on this podcast. He's already winning at 2.
Is he 2? I thought we had Eddie Alice on twice.
Okay, you and Eddie.
Okay.
Neck and neck right now.
I mean, this is why we fact check around here.
But you know what? You know what happened? No disrespect to the great Eddie House. Like I think the reason why he came on twice because I fell out that one other time. So he's like technically, no. Yeah, so. Eddie's my guy. Eddie's my guy. I just with you, Eddie. Yeah. Because he likes to talk.
Mr. 61.
Exactly.
All right. Thanks, Rap.
Thank you, guys.
All right. Thanks to Michael for joining us again on the Maybe I'm Crazy podcast. Time for Wit It or Quit It.
Wit It or Quit It. Wit It or Quit It. Wit It. Quit It.
What?
Wit it.
We about to turn up in this bitch.
All right. What am I witting or quitting today?
Rajon Rondo is officially a Laker, and he's saying all the right things about current Lakers point guard and future All-Star Lonzo Ball. When asked about playing with Zoe, Rondo said, I love his unselfishness and the way he plays the game. He wants the best for his teammates, and that is one of the similarities we have. Joy. Rondo just wants to make the Lakers great again. With it or quit it.
Rondo is I'm with it, actually. I will say I'm with it. Yes.
I am
Rondo's
too.
He's not been my favorite NBA player. He doesn't have the best reputation. But I will say though, Rondo impressed me last year.
Mm-hmm.
And
yes,
I liked him with the Pelicans, and I do think he is the right kind of veteran to play with Lonzo. So,
and
like we
LeBron.
talked about with Michael, I think that I'm hoping LeBron has realized that it can't be all a bunch of like veteran savvy guys,
right.
because veterans come with years, and with years come injuries, and with injuries come time off, and you need consistency. So you want to have some young players on your team. Now, obviously, young players tend to make mistakes or get caught up in big moments.
Right.
But hopefully, if you have a veteran like Rondo around a guy like Lonzo, they can complement each other. And I think that the thing with Lonzo last year that kind of bothered me, obviously he had injuries, so you got to deal with that, is that he didn't have that intensity he played with at UCLA. You didn't see that downhill, fast, aggressive player that you saw at UCLA. And look, the game obviously takes a massive step up from college 1 year to playing where everyone is professional and everyone is a guy. So,
and it's his first year.
And it's his first year.
Yeah.
I get that.
Yeah.
And he had an insane amount of pressure on him put on from his dad, whether, LeVar would disagree. That's not pressure. Pressure is having a gun in your face and someone in your house. I understand. It's kind of the same thing, but I feel where he's going. Yeah. The point is, I think that it's going to be different this year, and I think Lonzo's going to be different this year, and I think Rondo, when at first I was like, Rondo, huh? Rondo and Lance Stevenson, huh? Okay. I just don't know what you're doing there, but I do see it now, and I actually like it.
But LeBron's, like, that's the thing that's missing. Like, all those intangibles included, like, Rondo and LeBron are playing together as well. Like, the shift in the narrative on all of these players before getting to LeBron is completely irrelevant.
Oh, yeah, that's why I keep telling y'all. The beef ain't real. Like, just let that idea go.
It's basketball.
Like, just kiss it goodbye. This whole idea that there's, like, Dr. J, Bird beefs, that ain't happening no more, okay? No. It's just, they don't beef like that anymore. There are no more Charles Oakleys. There's not going to be any more Malice in the Palace. Ain't nobody trying to fight. Everyone's trying to forehead rub, okay? It's not happening. Nobody's about that life
they play
anymore.
Basketball for a living.
It's bye-bye, okay? There's too much money to lose off the court. There's too much at stake. These guys are not going to do that. They're not going to risk losing a year in their career over a big brawl. All these beefs are just and then when it serves you, it's so it's not real. Okay, which is why I can't buy into it. Like the Lance Stevenson blown in the ear thing. If you was real about that life, you would have smacked the shit out of him. Someone comes up and blows your ear, you're supposed to smack the shit out of them.
I mean, LeBron looked like to enjoy it. He laughed.
We thought it was funny because he's not gonna slap the shit out of him.
Yeah.
But we knew that, so why wouldn't they be playing together? I'm fine with it, but just we all know that it's not really like that.
But I don't like Rapaport saying that Rondo's going to start over. I mean, I don't dislike it. Like, I'm sure it could happen at some point in time this season. Rajon Rondo starting over
Lonzo.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. It's going to depend on Lonzo's health, but I like the idea of Lonzo being the starter and developing. You're not going to win a championship this year. He should be developing as much as possible. You're not going to have LeBron forever. You have to build up a young core for longevity.
But Kevin Garnett was reportedly giving shit to Rondo for going to Lakers. And it's like, dude, you started this stuff. Like, it's not even like they're teaming up for
we don't have enough time to get into that. I'll go on for 45 minutes about that.
Use that energy towards the next topic. Okay. The Rockets are gearing up for repeat season, Joy. Houston,
they are?
Yes, a repeat season.
I don't disagree with that.
Houston has re-signed Chris Paul and has the league's reigning MVP in James Harden, but they've lost Trevor Ariza to the Suns. And Luke Mbamute. I know I was going to. I could get it right, but it's me. To the Clippers. As you said, the Rockets are looking to acquire Carmelo Anthony. Joy. The Rockets are favorites to win it all. Wit it or quit it.
No, they're not. First of all, quit it. They're not. Where are they favorites?
They're the favorites.
Favorites for where?
To win. In the thing.
No, they're not.
No?
No.
You didn't check the... When I looked at my thing...
I don't have to check anything. I've checked my inner sources, and there's no way Vegas has the Rockets favored over Golden State.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. Not at this point, no.
Or any.
So you say quit it?
Yes, I'm going to quit that.
Okay.
I don't know what the Rockets are doing, actually. Like, I think the idea when you lose is to get better, and I don't understand what they're doing. I gotta agree. Colin said on the show today, I think their window is closed. Like, I didn't believe in the Rockets to begin with, and I'm sorry I was right. Like, okay, Chris Paul got injured. People get injured. I seem to recall Steph Curry getting injured.
Yeah.
To survive that.
He was at the beginning and not the end, though. The end is...
Yeah, okay, but things happen. Like, injuries happen. It's sports. I'm not, like, it sucks. I would have liked for Golden State to beat them with Chris Paul and make me even look more right. But look, Chris Paul got injured. Chris Paul does that.
But it's an injury that changed the trajectory of who won.
Maybe
the championship.
We don't know. We'll never know. What we do know is that he didn't play and they lost. So maybe if he did play, they still would have lost. No one ever knows. Travel to an parallel universe and let us know. Come back. All right. But the point is that they lost Ariza, they lost Mbamute, right. And I don't know. Now they've got Clint Capella, who's asking for a ton of money. They paid Chris Paul $1 bajillion, and now they might add Carmelo. I don't understand what they're doing. Who's gonna play defense on this team? Didn't you guys already not play defense? Don't hit me with the defensive stuff either, please. Just save it. Actually, leave all the comments you want. Reply in the comments.
Yes.
Share.
Please.
Okay, all of that. I love that. I love that.
Come on,
no
Rockets
defense.
fans. We've been waiting for you.
I don't get it.
Yeah. What do y'all do? You tell us what y'all doing, Rockets fans.
Yeah, let me know.
Yes.
I'm missing it.
Carmelo Anthony, the X Factor.
Yeah, I mean, it just... Carmelo Anthony disappoints... I don't say he disappoints me. Is that the word I'm looking for? I want Carmelo when I look at that draft class. I just want Carmelo to have a ring. Like I want him to. Why can't he have one? I want him to care
about basketball a little bit more.
I think he does. I just think he cared about it too late. Like you can't play the way that he's been playing and expect to win a championship. It's
so interesting the lack of hot takes people have on Carmelo Anthony because he's such like a
because
blah.
He's so likable he was so likable as a scorer. He was so likable when he came into the league. And I think there was just like this constant level of like one day he's going to reach that.
Right.
And now we're at the point where he's in the 16th season. And we're looking at the rest of the guys in that draft class who are in that season. And you're like, holy shit, he really may not actually win a ring. And if he goes to the Rockets, it's going to be the closest he's going to get, unless he comes to the Lakers, of course, which I don't see the point of him coming to the Lakers because what's he going to contribute? And you can't be a starter. So is he willing to do that?
But that's the craziest part. It's he's not a starter.
I asked that question. It's like, it doesn't matter if you want to do that or not. Nobody's asking you. You know? Like, so what am I missing here? I don't know. I wish that he had a ring, or I wish he was like on the way to getting a ring, and it's just not the case. But anyway, I don't know what the Rockets are doing.
Let's transition to football. We're going to talk about some people are talking about things again. Odds makers. Odds makers have...
the ones that had the Rockets as the favorites?
Yes.
Or the real odds
No,
makers?
I don't know. The Rockets, I was reading some different newsletter. Odds makers have America's team, the Dallas Cowboys, as 16th best odds of making the playoffs this season. What teams have a better chance of making the playoffs, you ask? The Falcons, the Ravens, Panthers, Packers, Texans, Jaguars, Chiefs, Chargers, Rams, Vikings, Patriots, Saints, Steelers, Eagles, and the 49ers. Numbers don't lie, Joy. The Cowboys ain't making the playoffs this year. With it or quit it.
I know that like everyone wants to be really optimistic about the Cowboys this year because they're America's team and we've got a lot of Cowboys fans around here.
Yeah.
And we like the Cowboys.
Yeah, ratings fans around here.
Yeah, because people like to watch the Cowboys.
Yeah.
But I think I gotta quit it. I don't know. I just don't know. I know everyone's like, oh, they've got this. They updated their roster. With who? With who?
Yeah,
who's their draft pick? What's his name?
Oh,
Vanderbeek or something? What's that?
Oh, was
name?
it the tight
You don't
end?
know their first round draft pick?
Was there tight end?
We got a huge fan right here. Let's choose that draft pick.
It's been a really long day, guys.
Oh wow. Ashley wants to defend the Cowboys.
Is it Jean-Claude Van Damme or something? What is his name?
Let me. You.
Vander Esch.
That's not. You wit it, by the
My
way.
point exactly. Okay, that was our spicy first round pick. Okay, now you don't have Jason Witten, you don't have Des Bryant, which I actually think is a good thing, but I still don't know who Dak is going to throw to. I like that Ezekiel Elliott is going to be back. That's going to make a difference, but I don't know how they got better on defense.
Listen, I like Jason Garrett. I like Jason Garrett perfectly fine. I don't think he's the Cowboys coach after this season. I think
for what though? Like that's
based on what happens this season.
That's the other point. All of a sudden, Jason Garrett is in the hot seat. Why?
Yeah.
Jerry Jones doesn't care about winning championships, man. He ain't scared. He fired Jimmy Johnson.
Which is why he'll get rid of...
He fired Jimmy Johnson because Jimmy Johnson wasn't nice to him. Do you think he cares about winning championships? Has they won a Super Bowl since? How many times have they been back to the playoffs?
Oh, so he doesn't care about winning championships at all anymore?
No, he doesn't have to. He's in the Hall of Fame. You tell Jerry Jones something.
Really?
You can't tell him shit. He's in the Hall of Fame.
Nah, that's a good take. Jerry Jones doesn't care about championships.
Good take. This was just obvious. Like, what? Who is the person that Jerry Jones is going to hire? Jason Garrett does everything Jerry Jones says. He is the perfect coach for the Dallas Cowboys. What's that? Gotta ask Jerry. And I like Jason Garrett. He's a nice guy, but that's what it is, man. It's not an aggressive take. That's what it is. And believe me, there's nothing more that I would like for the Cowboys to be as great as they were Dak and Zeke's first year. It was wonderful. I don't care about the Cowboys. I'm not a Cowboys fan. Right. But when marquee franchises are good, everyone does better. You can hate it if you want to if you're in a small market, but it's just the truth. Yeah. When big teams are good, everyone else flourishes. What have we been talking about? LeBron and the Lakers. That's the biggest brand in the NBA, okay? Right. No matter whether they were winning or losing, Lakers always mattered. That doesn't go for every single team. You feel like the Mavs have been like on the tip of everyone's tongues. No, they haven't been good, and we don't talk about them because who cares? The only time we talk about them is there's a controversy in the executive office.
Okay, well, I care about Ezekiel Elliott. I care about Dak Prescott. I care about their growth as individual NFL players. Based on whatever mobility they possibly have, those are two huge pieces that I care about, seeing them get better. I want Dak Prescott to have a amazing career in the NFL. How he performs this year could be a huge part of how he gets traded, the different moves that happens. Because I think all the picks, the draft picks that Dallas Cowboys have picked are really, really good, other than this one because we don't know who he is. But he probably is good because he was first-round pick. Exactly. But I'm saying that person can leave. They get other pieces. This is future. These guys aren't going to stay on the Cowboys. The future of the Cowboys is what I'm interested in. Dak Prescott deciding what type of quarterback he's going to be in this year is huge. There's enough interesting storylines for me to follow.
No. There will always be storylines with the Cowboys. That's not what I'm saying. The question was, are the Cowboys going to be interesting this year? Of course they're going to be interesting. Yeah, they're gonna be interesting. Are they going to make the playoffs? I don't really think so. Yeah. I know everyone wants to be optimistic about it, but the Giants have gotten better, which we're going to get into. Okay, you still have the Philadelphia Eagles. Carson Wentz is coming back. Yeah. Okay, and as much as I don't like the Redskins, like... There's Alex Smith. He figures out how to win games. Check down Alex, all right? Like I'm not gonna like get crazy about the Washington R words, but like that's what it is. It's a tough division.
Yeah. No, I know, but no, they're not gonna make playoffs. It's gonna be fun though.
Yes, of course it's gonna be fun. It's always fun. It's the Cowboys.
Yeah. Okay. It's football. Speaking of big brands, Rob Gronkowski is apparently on the trading block, or at least that's what is being reported by an AFC executive. Since Gronk has yet to renew his contract with the Patriots, NFL execs are eyeing Brady's favorite target. Gronk signed a 6-year, $54 million contract extension in June of 2012. Joy, Gronk's days with the Patriots are numbered. No. Wit it or quit it?
Absolutely not. There's no.
What? No? No. You not believing the reports?
I'm going to quit that. No. And shout out to the whatever random Dolphins executive planted the story. Okay.
You think it's a Dolphins executive?
I mean, it's such nonsense. Like, first of all,
he hasn't renewed the contract.
Okay, he's going to, and they're going to pay him. Look, I understand how the Patriots used to work, and all that's fun and it's adorable and all. Bill Belichick, he'll cut anyone.
Yes.
Anyone's gonna be cut at any time. They're all treated the same. But that's not the case anymore.
You don't think so?
Because nope, it's not. It's not. Things are different now. There's a new sheriff in town. His name's Tom Brady. Tom Brady likes Gronk, and they don't have Amendola anymore. and Julian Edelman's out for the first 4 games. So things have changed, and he made him trade Jimmy Garoppolo. Bye, Jimmy.
That's the biggest thing that changed.
Go to the other coast. I want you as far away from me as humanly possible. Bye-bye.
See you in the playoffs.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Maybe. Who knows? All right. So, yeah, that's not how things work around here anymore. If you get rid of Gronk, you're going to lose the psyche of Tom Brady, and it's over. It's a wrap. You may lose Tom Brady completely. He might just quit. So that's just not happening.
I said playoffs. I meant Super Bowl. But yeah.
And listen, I get that Gronk's been injured a lot, and people are always talking about how they're afraid to pay him. But Gronk's been underpaid for the longest, and there's still no one in the league who can guard Gronk. Because I dare you to try and tackle Gronk by yourself, and he just smushes your little head, just flicks you. You see him spike that? You see him spike that hat? Still got it.
I don't want to see Gronk with the Patriots anymore.
What are you talking about?
I don't want to see Gronk with the Patriots anymore.
Where would you like to see Gronk?
With the Jaguars?
Oh my God.
You imagine that? Blake Bortles throwing to Rob Gronkowski?
No, I don't want to imagine Blake Bortles throwing to Rob Gronkowski.
Why not?
At all.
You don't want to. Oh yeah, you don't want them to beat the Dolphins all the time.
Why would they play the Dolphins all the time?
I mean, if they
change the divisions
no,
around.
but I'm saying you don't want to see them lose. You don't want to see another team that could beat the Dolphins.
Who would be beating the Dolphins?
The Jaguars.
When would the Dolphins and Jaguars be playing consistently?
When it matters.
It's an interstate rivalry.
It's not an interstate rivalry.
How it's not?
Because nobody cares about the Jaguars, and
people care about the Dolphins.
Never changed.
No, they care about the Jaguars are in it, Joy. The Jaguars are in the shits. The Jaguars.
I still have to do this thing where I like.
Are you kidding?
Jags seriously.
Are you kidding?
Got a great defense. Great defense.
Oh, always gonna
great
talk about
defense. Those Jags.
Shouts out my homeboy Captain Lewis Moore. Jaguars. You don't think that?
I'm not ready to talk Jacksonville Jaguars football. Okay, all I'm saying is Gronk is not getting traded. So this is a ridiculous point. Again, shout out to the random executive who threw this rumor out there so we could all get in a frenzy.
Gronk's getting traded. It's
He's
crazy.
not getting traded.
Things are in upheaval.
It's not happening.
Moving on. All aboard the New York Giants hype train. After last year's 13th season, the Giants have hope in the form of a new coach in Pat Shurmur and some dope workout videos. Some dope workout videos featuring Odell Beckham Jr. and rookie Saquon Barkley. Joy. Giants will go from worst to first and win the NFC East this season. Wit it or quit it.
I'm going to quit it.
Why?
Because the Eagles are going to win.
Oh, now you're an Eagles fan? Or now you're pulling for the Eagles?
I'm not pulling. Why? Because I can make a declaration all of a sudden I'm a fan.
That's fair. That's not how it works.
Let me be clear. I'm unfortunately a fan of the Dolphins.
Yes. Shout out.
And by birth, I'm a fan of the Steelers. That's it. Those are the only two teams that I actually have any rooting interest in. Okay. So if I pick anyone else to win or do anything, just to be clear, I'm not rooting for that. Yeah. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'm not one of those people who needs to morph my prediction into being right. I will insert caveats, but it doesn't matter to me. I don't think that I think the Giants will improve drastically.
Right.
Ooh, they're going to win more than 3 games. Hot take, Joy. Okay.
Drastically.
I think that. Here's how I think the NFC East is going to finish. I think it's going to be Eagles. I think it's going to be. Now I have to actually make a prediction.
Eagles Giants. Because I'm with the Eagles too.
No, you know what? I'm not going to do it. I'm gonna go Eagles, Cowboys, Giants. R words.
Washington football team.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
I mean, the R words are.
What are you going to do? Like, what are you going to do there?
I mean, I like the Giants. I like the Giants to finish second. Cowboys, yeah.
Do you think the Giants are going to have a better record than the Cowboys?
Yes.
I don't know about that.
Of course, why wouldn't they?
Look, because I haven't seen this team play together. They've got a brand new coach. Okay, remember Eli Manning was not good. Remember, has anyone lost their minds? Eli Manning was not good last year. He was not good. I understand they made some changes. Okay, they added some changes.
They lost all of their wide receivers.
I get it.
Like,
they did
during
lose
the
all of their
season.
wide receivers. They lost all of them.
Yes.
Okay, and Eli, and they did Eli wrong.
Yes.
Okay.
Shouts to Geno Smith.
Why am I forgetting his name?
Who?
What was their god awful coach's name? McAdoo.
Oh yeah.
God, how could I forget
Good
him?
mustache though.
Oh, I was so
You wanted to dress
eager.
for
I
him
was
for
so
Halloween.
eager to forget him.
Yes.
that I actually literally forgot him.
Right.
Anyway, I will never forgive No Name McAdoo.
Right.
For ruining Eli's long-standing record of starting games for no reason at all. For no reason to put Geno Smith
Really,
in.
no reason at all. Like I was thinking, like, oh, maybe to save his job. Like, no, he lost his job with that move. Low key, I mean, he lost his job all the games they played.
All of the games he was losing his job consistently every single week.
Yeah.
I do think the Giants are going to be a lot better. Like I said, that's a very hot take.
Yes.
But I want to see all these pieces together. Everyone's getting all excited. Like, ooh, Saquon Barkley, Odell's back.
Has
New
that
coach,
Cowboys team played together?
Giants!
Has that Cowboys team played together?
Yes, mostly. Actually, they have mostly all played together.
Okay.
And when they were all playing together, they were good, remember?
Yeah. I mean,
Ezekiel Elliott was gone a lot of games. It was a big deal last year. That's not the case this year. I understand Odell wasn't there. I understand they lost all their receivers. But I just think that there's a lot of new things, and I want to see how it plays out. I know everyone's super hyped
Yes.
about the Giants. I'd like for the Giants to be good also. Okay? I want everybody to be good, except for the Browns.
I'm excited about Sherman's second time being a head coach. Last time with the Browns, they had like Colt McCoy as their quarterback. I think he can do it. I think this will be interesting. Eli's the biggest X factor in that locker room, in my opinion. Which is the reason why you can either win all the games or lose all the games.
I think Eli is the biggest, followed closely by Saquon. I know everyone's really excited about him, and I'm very interested to see how he is. But I think we got so wrapped up into these like rookie running back sensations.
Last year was a big rookie running back year.
And like it just I don't
Make
know.
running
I
backs
just
great
want to
again.
see. I just want to see.
Yeah. Okay.
So
and Snacks Harrison is ranked 95 in the new Madden. Friend of the pod. I got
shout out Snacks.
I got it.
I wonder if he's sticking with his healthy snacks.
That's probably why they had him rated at 95.
Yeah. Oh, and Odell is on the cover of what is it? Sports Illustrated.
Yeah, 50 fashionable 50. Fashionable 50.
It's not that hard to say that.
Yes, it was.
Where is Odell ranked in that? I mean,
I don't know if they have
Odell. Westbrook.
They just have the list of the people's names.
they're not
they don't
ranked.
have the
Smart.
names yet. They ain't gonna sell. They ain't gonna sell the magazine. They ain't gonna undercut
Oh
their
wait,
sales.
they did rank them.
I believe so.
Oh, it would have been smart not to rank them.
Really? Why?
Yeah, I mean, what are you, a fashion
What it says.
magazine now? Like you get to choose who's more fashionable than somebody else.
That is very true. Most fashionable athletes in the sports right now.
Yeah, just I don't need a ranking. Just
Editors
do
and
the-
executives and influencers of the industry rank it though. So it's like, I mean, if Anna Winter doesn't know about Odell,
Where would we be? She does know about
Yeah, she knows
Odell. I'm
about
sure
Odell.
they've been at
Yes.
fashion shows before.
yes,
Where would we be without lists? If we didn't have an order to
I
tell
mean,
us what to feel about things.
would the summer be the summer without a list?
Would I don't know. Like I just feel like if we don't have a ranking for something in this
Right.
business, people don't know what to do with their lives. Like,
Right.
well, it's what we could just talk about all of the interesting people, or we could rank them. With completely arbitrary numbers and feelings, and then
So
when people
good,
push
though.
back, we demand that this ranking is scientific.
I mean, they're wrong a lot.
God.
Let's be
It's not
real.
even wrong. It's just like, if you're just gonna put out an arbitrary ranking, can you just say ranking of my opinion? This is my opinion.
They basically all say that in so many words.
Right, but they use so many words, not in so many words. They use so many words
so
that you
many
like. So
words.
you're like, wait a minute.
Right.
I think they did
To
use.
confuse you.
I think this is science.
Right.
I think scientifically, Odell is more fashionable than Russell Westbrook because this arbitrary list tells me it's true.
Scientifically, George
And they
Clooney is the most
printed it
handsome person.
in a book, so
Yes.
it's gotta
Oh,
be.
yeah. And that book only comes out
accurate.
once every month.
I mean,
So
who can dispute that?
you can't.
It's basically it's binding. You know, I can use
Legally
this.
binding,
I
yes.
can use this in like a college paper. Does it have an ISBN number?
Ooh, yes. If you cite your sources.
Got a site.
Yeah.
What is it? MLA.
AP
Yeah.
style. Come on now. AP, yeah, AP's. Al. I like going to Al. What's
I
that
just
the
these
website you
like
used to go
it's
to?
a gotta be a list. Gotta be a list of everything. Hear ye, hear ye.
You cleared your throat right before.
I have a respiratory infection.
Oh, I
You'll be
apologize.
sick soon, so will everyone in this room.
Yay.
Kyrie and LeBron are both petty. This was originally going to be just Kyrie being petty, but they're both petty. And this popped off because there was this big reveal that Kyrie did not want LeBron back in Cleveland, which is hilarious because what were you doing in Cleveland without LeBron? Were you doing a lot of winning? No, you weren't.
No, not at all.
So you were. Yes, Anthony Bennett was a thing there. Man, they don't get enough credit for that pick.
Credit.
Yeah, there's not another word for it. Like they don't deserve enough credit for picking Anthony Bennett.
Yeah,
that was a thing they did. First pick. Oh
true.
man.
I
Anyway,
forgot about that.
Yeah. So he didn't want LeBron back, which makes no sense. And then there's this new report by Joe Varden that LeBron didn't like that Kyrie missed games in the playoffs, in the 2015 playoffs because of an injury. And look, I can understand guys getting bothered with injury-prone guys, but like, to what ends? You're going to complain about it in the media.
Like LeBron can't complain about people not being injured because he's the only person
it's
that
like
doesn't.
unfair. Like
Yeah.
you've never been injured ever.
Right.
So
He does had cramps before. He has. Spurs got swept.
Well, you
'Cause
guys,
it's cramps.
you cheated. That doesn't count. Turning the air conditioning off is cheating.
That is true. They did cheat.
And the Spurs are always up to shenanigans anyway.
RC Brew.
Don't they put snakes in locker rooms?
But
There's like a rat. There was a bat one time.
We're friends of the Spurs.
Bat was on the game, and Batman, aka Manu Ginobili, swatted the shit out of it.
I mean,
and
you guys
picked it
are
up.
basically playing outdoors.
That's a good point. They don't play finals
It's the
games
only
outdoors.
outdoor arena in the NBA. It's the shenanigans always. Anyways, there's a lot of pettiness going on between Kyrie and LeBron, and it's almost like the more intensified Westbrook Durant situation.
How's it more intense? Oh, because of
Because it's LeBron and Kyrie.
Well, yeah.
I mean, the Westbrook Durant thing was just all kind of pettiness, and he left for like a better team.
Right.
But like Kyrie, and then of course you have the whole situation where Kyrie being pissed about being mentioned in a trade rumor. I just feel like what's going on with Kyrie and LeBron, like all these little stories back and forth, are just going to keep going on until Kyrie lands in his like final location. Because I do think he's going to the Knicks next year.
Kyrie's got a hell of a book getting ready to be written, and I would love to see it within the Knicks.
I also don't feel I don't know if I buy into the idea of like being grateful because Kyrie didn't ask for LeBron to come back.
No,
but I mean,
and also like,
were you winning a championship without LeBron being there?
Kyrie is such a millennial. I don't know if he cares about championships. To be honest with you,
anything to Earth is flat.
Right. So everything is kind
to
of
forget that
everything's valid then. Invalid. I'm sorry. I like to act like I care. I act like I like that take.
What
about the Earth being flat?
What
I just like this dude.
You like
I like
it?
that he says that.
Why?
Because not enough people are saying it.
Too many people are saying it. Opposite of that, too many people are saying it.
I don't know. As much as group, I'm afraid of groupthink, even if it's true.
I have a question. How does a satellite work if the Earth is flat?
Listen, I'm not a science guy. I don't even begin to act like
I'm not a scientist.
You know what I'm saying? No. I mean,
how does a satellite work? It just bounces things up and down. It's like a mirror.
If you counted all the stars in this galaxy, you know what I'm saying? You would be counting, and if you counted a second a day, I learned this in church last week, a little Bible bar. If you counted all of the stars in this galaxy a second, it would take you, was it 2,033 years to count all the stars.
You're nailing this. I don't know what that has to do with the Earth being flat or Kyrie and LeBron being petty.
How is it not
Thank
connected?
you for that contribution. It was
Please
necessary.
help us, Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Yes, please. Oh my God.
Save us.
Save us.
Save us,
Neil.
That terrible quote.
Yes, I don't even know what that means. Anyway, that's Petty Report. All right, even though I went on a very long and impassioned rant about lists, our list doesn't actually rank anything except for loser power rankings, which does rank things. But I think
losers though
that we are very, very, very clear that our lists are completely our opinion. We use no scientific research, and in fact, I sometimes on the fly mix around the order of loser power rankings. So that's to tell you how serious you should take the ranking of our losers.
Right.
Also, they're not printed into books or anything like that, so it's it's not as serious.
Yes.
That's my caveat for that. Not really the best I guess platform to rant about lists. But anyway, now it's time for our list. So Jay Cutler did something that Jay Cutler did, which was act cranky on television.
Oh, come.
Which is
no,
not
that's actually
new.
completely fair. Yeah.
Not new.
No, not new at all. No. That's what he
You
does.
had the scoop on this.
Don't want to pat myself on the back because I can't reach, but we had a podcast where I think Kristen Cavallari was in the news.
Mm-hmm.
I spewed about some information I know about and realized later on, I was like, oh, that show hasn't even been announced yet. It's still in the making. They're still working on the storyline of it. But yes, I was very first on it. My friend Kirsten Johnson, Notre Dame alum, a good friend of mine, is a producer and caster of that show. So we were all, like all of our friend group was watching very closely. And then as I was watching, supporting my friend, I fell in love with Jay Cutler.
Right. So why a lot of people are saying the same thing about this because he's such a curmudgeon. He's such a grumpy bump on a log.
She next names him Les Mis.
Right. So she must be into this.
Oh, yes.
Whatever makes your boat float. Okay.
Did you watch her in the other shows?
No.
I heard she's like a mean girl.
Listen, I want to be very clear. I watch trash television if it's reality TV. And I'm not even talking about like Kardashian level. I'm talking about the real shit, okay?
Right.
I want to watch Flavor of Love. I'm not talking about Love and Hip Hop.
Right.
I'm not talking about... Yes, exactly.
Before
Tila Tequila let everyone know that who Tila Tequila really was, that show was interesting.
So
I'm talking about original Real World where people were smacking the shit out of each other.
Right.
Okay? I'm talking about that type of shit.
Cyrus in Boston.
All right? I'm not talking about this this scripted real life drama nonsense, okay? I don't need that in my life.
So not even
all right?
road rules?
I don't need to
You don't
watch
like road
other
rules?
people live their lives, okay? It's ridiculous. Like some of these shows, like honestly, I'll see clips from these shows. Like I wish a motherfucker would talk to me like that in real life.
And then
any person.
And then what if a camera was rolling during that time?
I would tell them to turn the camera off because I'm gonna go to jail. You're just what? And then in a magical twist,
What's that?
they're hanging out again the next day at lunch. Like just
Yeah, they have to. Just mad at each other for yesterday's
these people.
force
Who
fight.
does that? Yeah.
Well, this is a different show.
Okay,
Joy.
so they don't fight in this show.
Shannon and the other one, they do not like each other.
Oh, they don't like each other. Ooh, how edgy.
Oh, and Jay isn't a big fan of all those women in his house.
Okay.
And one of them parked on his lawn. That big old estate, they parked on the line.
Well, that's just rude.
Right. So you got moved out.
I'm with him there. I hate when people mess up people's grass. I messed up my brother's grass once, and I still don't think he's forgiven me. I wasn't always the best driver.
Wait a minute, you messed it up driving?
Yeah.
How did you mess your brother's grass up driving?
I missed the turn, and it dug up some of the grass.
I imagine there's one turn.
He's a very big lawn guy. When Jason was in New York when he was with the Jets, I had 2 jobs. Okay, I had to upkeep the house.
Yeah.
Okay, which did not include cleaning because that place it would have taken me 2 weeks to clean that place. But I did have to go and change the water in the humidor, which is a very serious job.
Is that a Miami thing?
What?
The humidor?
No, it's a cigar smoker thing.
Oh, okay, cool.
It's where you keep your cigars at a certain temperature.
Nice.
And he's very into cigars, and there was a lot of very expensive cigars in this thing. So I was like imperative that I go over and change the water in it. He was like, if you ruin all of my cigars, we're no longer family.
Could you use tap water? Like what type of water?
No, you had to get like distilled water.
For the humidor?
So I have to go to the store, buy the distilled water, empty the water that was already in there, and it
That
was like in
seems
this
like quite the
back.
task.
It was like in this back corner thing. So I had to like go like this and like lift off the thing. It was very tiring.
You earned your money.
No, I didn't. He didn't give me money for it.
Oh, okay. You did.
But
not
I don't
earn
care.
any
He's
money.
given me money before. He's my brother. Like I'm gonna go do it. So I've fixed the stupid water around, and then I was also supposed to water the plants.
You did not water the plants?
I didn't do such a good job with the plants. I did a better job with the cigars with the plants. I feel like he didn't get as mad at me, but all plants died.
Did you feed the plants distilled water? That's a no-no.
No. I was supposed to give him the hose.
Okay.
But it's Florida. Like, you got to get used to a lot of water.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know? So anyway, I understand how Jay Cutler feels about the lawn. I feel like I'm very over this. But anyway, the point is, he is a star now, and I hope he stays there and stays the bleep away from the Dolphins. Okay? That's all I care about.
I think he will. He says he's looking to do the opposite of work right now. He's trying to do.
What?
He likes to keep his schedule open in case something pops up.
The opposite of work.
Yes. I mean, honestly, what I love most about it, he's being exactly who we thought he was.
If you are a fan of any team Jay Cutler has played quarterback for,
yes,
and you hear that, it probably makes you want to rip your eyelashes out.
No, it makes you feel better.
It makes me want to do.
It makes you feel better.
What? That he's the bleep away from you?
It's just that, like, oh, it's
the
like, oh, this is
opposite
him.
of work.
He doesn't want to work. He's not trying to work. Y'all lucky y'all had him, Broncos, when y'all did. That was when he was ready to work. He's over that.
That literally makes me itchy.
Years ago. But anyways, it's a great watch.
What are you gonna say? POP.
Oh, I was holding it to this is an international symbol that I'm just holding the microphone.
Oh, that's what.
But now that we're talking about it, I love Jay Cutler now. Like the way he deals, like it's a reality show, and so they're hyping up everybody else's craziness. Everybody's wilding. They're having meetings in the house. Cavallari's yelling at ladies she works for, and he wants no parts of it, and I respect the hell out of it.
Yeah, you basically are Jay Cutler without a vest.
Woo!
And
he talks too much to be Jay Cutler.
well, that's actually true.
I aspire to talk less though,
Okay,
so I'm gonna put this mic down now.
You
I do.
aspire to it?
Yep.
We'll see about that. Well, I'll believe
Doing
that.
the exact opposite.
Yeah,
Doing the
you're
exact
the
opposite
of it right now.
Right now.
I do like that vest look, man. That's a look.
I mean, all of his looks look. I mean, I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan now.
For Kristen being his wife,
yeah.
the fact that she lets him get away with that garb is really.
He's from Santa Claus, Indiana. They wear wherever the hell they want in Santa Claus, Indiana.
All right, next on we went way too long on that, but it's fine. Next on the lit list is Devin Booker.
Yes.
We like Devin. He came on
Yes.
the Maybe I'm Crazy podcast before. He got a
Friend of the
5-year, $158 million maximum contract extension. He's 21 years old, so good for him. We do not shout out the Suns because we do not recognize the Suns around here, but we do recognize Devin Booker. So we'll leave it at that.
DeAndre Ayton.
And DeAndre Ayton is tearing
good.
it up in summer league. Yeah, he's looking good.
For him individually, for when he gets traded.
Yes, we are happy for individually DeAndre Ayton and specifically Devin Booker. Yes. Take all of their money. Okay. Then so it's a good, actually perfect transition into Summer League. Summer League overreaction is also on the lit list.
Right.
I love Summer League overreaction. We did this last year with Lonzo. Lonzo won Summer League MVP. Remember, that was a big deal.
We didn't even know it existed.
I thought it was a big deal. I thought it meant something that he won Summer League MVP. Like it's one thing to do well in Summer League. It's another thing to win the Summer League MVP.
Of course.
It turns out it really didn't mean anything, but at the time it felt like a lot.
Yes. We didn't have much for him at that point in time.
Right. Well, that's what it is. We don't have much for anything of these guys. So it's all that we're basing it on.
That's good. Yeah, sure. Trae Young, he missed some shots very wildly. So it was like, now he can't shoot. Oh my God, what happened? Grayson Allen's getting tangled up with the people. Oh my God, he's back. He's still in his ways. Speaking of Grayson Allen, we have a second to talk about Grayson Allen. Get over it. I mean, what did you expect him to do? Grayson Allen. People get over him?
Yes! He's not going to get away with tripping people and kicking people in the NBA. He'll get his ass beat. So we already know that that's not going to happen. He's always going to be this kind of player. As long as he also contributes on the offensive ends, this is what you want from Grayson Allen. Go out there and rough people up. Yeah. Nobody plays any damn defense in the NBA, and everyone complains about it all the time. Yeah. This is a guy that actually has a little extra, little something, a little extra sauce for you every time. Right. And he's going to fit in perfectly in Utah because we know how Utah is. Yeah. So that and don't even please miss me with it. Okay. I will bring people in here daily to tell you about Utah fans.
Oh yes.
Okay.
Yes. Perfect for Utah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's not a knock on Grayson.
No.
Okay. But that's where they drafted him, and like I love him with Mitchell. It's already an interesting team. It just got more interesting.
Rudy Gobert just won Defensive Player of the Year.
Right.
Yeah.
So let them be a hard defensive team. That's what Grayson Allen is going to contribute to your team. He's never going to be a high level scorer. Yeah. That's what he's going to do.
It's like, I saw the biggest comparison I heard was Draymond Green. And it's like Draymond Green's albino cousin. And I would love to see Grayson Allen get as good as Draymond Green over the course of how many ever seasons.
That's a huge compliment that he's as good as Draymond Green.
Yeah.
They should pray to God he's as good as Draymond Green.
Yeah, on that team.
Relax. Yeah, everyone gets all excited. All right, time for Loser Power Rankings. Loser Power Rankings. Loser Power Rankings. Loser of the week. Our completely unscientific, opinion-based rankings, okay, that we do every week. All right, we'll start with this LeBron mural. Okay, so there's artist Jonas Never. painted it was a graffiti artist. So I think he did it with spray paint.
Yes.
I didn't
Looks
see
like
the actual materials that
the
he
back
used.
wall looked like it had some brushes, but it looked like
Yeah. Well, anyway, he painted a mural of LeBron James and the King of LA.
Right.
Kind of aggressive, but I have no problem with the mural, obviously.
Right.
And someone, who is this person? Someone with a fan profile called Lakers Fan Base.
I mean, it's pretty
Broad.
specific and broad. I was gonna say.
Offered a $300 reward to destroy the mural. Provided the address of the place. So someone went and spray painted over "No King, we don't want you, La Fraud." Very original. And 3 and 6, which is accurate. So here's the thing. I'm just gonna get on my high horse for a second.
Do it.
Couple things. One, you ungrateful little snobs. LeBron James has graced you with his presence. Okay,
Tell him,
you have
Joy.
done nothing but complain about how irrelevant, how pitiful, how much losing the Lakers have been doing for
Right.
how many years now?
Right.
Okay. And LeBron James, the greatest player in the NBA, has decided to come here, and you repay him by vandalizing a mural.
What do y'all want? Who did you want?
And here's the thing: I don't think. Yes, thank you.
Who
did you want? Who did you want?
Lakers fans.
Who is this person? I show them to me. Reveal yourself. Who is this person?
Right.
I don't. What am I
Is
missing
he in the
here?
NBA right now?
I don't know. I can't find him.
Right. No,
Who
I'm
is
with
this
you.
person that's available?
Yeah.
That
Mo Wagner.
that you wanted in the place of LeBron James.
Right, yeah.
Like LeBron has set you back. You still have another spot for a max player.
So crazy.
It's insane.
Yeah.
And look, I try not to get too bothered by irrational behavior by fans because it doesn't make any sense. Like why are you going to burn a jersey? You're literally setting money on fire. You're literally setting money on fire.
Ashley almost burned her Tony Parker jersey. Oh my God, no. She did. She almost burned her Tony Parker jersey. Shouts out to Tony Parker getting that money.
That's
Said I could understand.
Listen, there's no understanding of it, okay? But whatever. It's an irrational thing, okay?
Right.
And fans are irrational. It's fine. It's fun. It's why sports are fun, okay? But you don't need to go vandalizing a mural. I don't believe, while I'm ranting, that this is a reflection of all Lakers fans. I'm sure the majority of Lakers fans are very excited about the direction that their team is heading in.
I would say this. There seems to be this stirring beef between LA LeBron Lakers fans and Jack Nicholson Lakers fans of like who was here first. And I just want LeBron to win another ring. I'm just here for LeBron to win a ring.
Okay,
with the
maybe
Lakers.
I'm just missing something because I'm not a Lakers fan. Maybe
Right.
there's some like insider Lakers fan thing
Yeah.
that I'm not paying attention to.
Yeah.
But it seems like your team just got a ton better. You got the best player in the NBA. Look, Magic has delivered on everything that he said he was going to. You have a fun young core who actually managed to win some games last year. You've got a young, interesting coach.
I think people are waiting to see who's going to be left, what team they're rooting for because they don't know if the pieces are there yet.
Okay, so
we
maybe
don't
just have a
know who's
little
gonna be traded.
patience.
Yeah.
You know,
No,
just try
that's fair.
something new.
That's fair. Yeah.
Try something edgy. Try something hipster. Have a little patience. See how it all shakes out. So the free agency ain't over yet.
You have LeBron.
And the other part of this,
Right.
okay, so I'm not bashing Lakers fans because I don't believe for a second that most Laker fans feel this way. I think a couple weirdos do.
Yeah.
And I think it's like kind of also this loyalist faction to Kobe where people feel like Kobe's being disrespected. I would also like to point out that there are legendary players who have played for the Lakers and won championships before Kobe got there. One of them is running your team right now.
It's a great point.
Is it a great point? I feel like it's obvious.
A great point can be obvious.
Can it?
In
It's
my
a
world.
pretty obvious point.
Yeah.
Okay. The other thing is that I never understood people like defacing art.
Well, you're a former muralist.
Yes,
you
I
revealed that
on the herd.
On the herd, and Colin loves it.
He can't-
Apparently,
he still has not seen any of my work. But the point is, someone just put their hard work and time and back and sweat and tears into
Right.
this thing, okay? Or maybe just a few days of their life. But the point is, it's like their work. Why did you go spray paint over it?
listen. I have a quick anecdote. Shacklet Sharks. Shout out. I was known as the artiste in elementary school. They pulled me out of class. Had this big banner of paper, and I drew the Shacklet Shark with a pencil behind his ear and a book in his hand, and Shacklet Elementary. And I went to the basketball game where they said they were going to put it up, and
They didn't put it up.
the fucking basketball team ran through it.
Oh
Ran through it, Joy.
Oh my
I
God.
was sick to my stomach. That's the
You should
last
be
mural I
proud.
made.
You should be proud.
No, that's some
It
bull.
sounds like you drew a banner. Okay, to be honest with you, that's what it sounds. What you're describing, I believe, is a banner.
I didn't know I was making a banner. I was
There you
making
go.
art.
All right, so moving on. Once again, people are still doing this stupid gender reveal bullshit. And Gordon Hayward, who I like,
Yes.
he has 2 daughters from the looks of it, and him and his wife Robin decided to do a gender reveal thingy. I think with the hopes that they were gonna get a boy.
Oh.
And the video is just so great. They're opening the box, and I told you I'm only watching gender reveal fails from here on out. I don't care about your happiness. So they're opening the box. They open the box, and you can tell that Gordon's like already seen a flash of the pink because he's so unenthusiastically lifts the rest of the box, and out come these stupid pink balloons, and his daughters are like, "Yay, balloons! We don't know what's happening!" And his wife's just looking at him like, I was really hoping it was gonna be a boy for you, babe. And he just starts kicking the balloon. And his life is just women all around him. And I gotta tell you, like my older sister has 4 girls and a boy, 5 children.
Is the boy the last one?
Yeah, the boy's the last one.
Ooh.
And I feel you, dude, because I've seen my
right now.
brother-in-law go through it with, and I love all my nieces. Hi, Mariah. I hope Noelle and Sophia.
Yes.
And Sam too.
Shouts out.
Tim's baby boy. Yeah, I mean it's a lot of estrogen in the house. There's a lot of women. It's hard to be around a lot of girls,
He's so pissed.
especially if you're like constantly around testosterone. Like you just want
Right.
to come home and like hang with your little dude, and you got another girl. Maybe they'll keep trying that. Whatever.
No. They got to stop after that. Actually, your NBA, you can have as many kids as you want, right?
I think some people have put that theory to the test.
Yes.
But
Some people in NFL have too.
there are some people who have literally tried that. I don't know how that's working out for them now that they're
Right.
not in the NBA. But I will say, here's my advice. Okay, I don't have any kids. I've been around a lot of children. I said this before, so I'm gonna say it again for anyone who didn't hear it the last time I said it. If you are not equally as excited about whatever fucking color comes out of that box, don't do a gender reveal because you look like ridiculous.
Yeah, it looks-
when the box opens and you're like,
Yeah. No,
or you're
it does
fighting
look
the
bad.
balloons, like
Looks
if they
bad.
change color, just don't do it.
Feminists should
If
really
you
come after him.
actually care. And, no, they should not. He has 2 daughters. He wanted a boy.
He looked bad. He didn't
Understandable.
look very
why
happy.
are you doing a gender reveal if you actually care? You can't do it.
Well, how much people actually care is like there's the family is there. Someone's filming.
No. I'm saying, of course, you care about the gender of your child. But I'm saying, like, if one gender or the other is going to bother you because
Yeah.
you want one gender so badly, you can't do a gender reveal publicly.
I'm not gonna find out my gender until my
Isn't
child's
the
like
whole
5.
point of a gender reveal to show you're overcome with joy?
I couldn't tell you what the point of a gender reveal is, to be honest with you.
Oh man!
And I've been to plenty.
Well,
Joy-
congratulations, Gordon, on your new daughter.
Real quick before we move on, Joy, did you see the hashtag that Robin Hayward used?
No.
It's hashtag none of them were planned LOL.
Oh, good for her.
She put LOL in the hashtag.
Yeah, what a
Oh my God,
hashtag.
get off social, get off
Amazing
social media. I never knew you could make that mistake. Accidentally
We
add
should-
an LOL to a hashtag.
We should figure out other situations that we could use that
I
hashtag
didn't know
and
where you
blow
were
that
going
thing
with that,
up.
but like, I thought you were going to stop with the you didn't know that you could make that mistake, and there was so many jokes that were going to come after that. But then you meant the LOL part.
Yeah.
LeBron James also likes to hashtag things that can't be hashtagged. Like
Oh,
for
yes.
greatness.
yes.
whole
No, strive for
whole
greatness, of
sentences.
course. Yes.
I use that joke on The Herd a lot. I don't know if anyone gets it, but I'm going to stick with it every time. Which
Go
is
through.
anytime it's not an official LeBron James tweet unless it has hashtag strive for greatest. All right, finally, really quickly, the Steelers in this Le'Veon Bell situation really bothers me. Le'Veon is trying to get a long-term contract. I'd like to remind them that Ben Roethlisberger's been talking about retiring for like 2 years now. He's 36. He's not going to be a free agent for another 2 years. And guess what?
What's that?
He's not going to go anywhere when he's a free agent either. I mean, like,
Right. Yeah.
Big Ben is not Tom Brady. He's
No.
not playing till he's 45.
Would you like to see him at the Dolphins in his last year?
Would you like to remain friends? Don't say things like that. Anyway, the team has until 4 o'clock on July, or on July 16th, and then if they don't, he could hit the open market in March of 2019. That obviously would franchise tag him again. Just get a deal done. Like, figure it out. First of all, Le'Veon is great. He is, if not in the top 3, the greatest. Whatever, how you want to move
running back,
Zeke, Todd Gurley, and Le'Veon around. However you arrange them doesn't really bother me.
Saquon.
I feel like
Corey,
look, people are gonna think I'm dissing Saquon. I'm not. He just hasn't played yet.
Yeah,
okay,
no,
so let's like keep it to the people who've actually like. I have
Play the NFL game.
Some tape on. Yes.
Yeah.
Some tape. I watch tape. The point is, Le'Veon is exceptional, okay? And he is crucial to your offense, and you don't have a large window left with this core. It's not going to be forever. We've already seen that, okay? And to me, if there's any year where the Patriots are vulnerable, it's this year, and they're your nemesis, okay? I know the refs robbed you last year. It was a disaster, but, like, whatever. Get over it. This is the year.
Catch
like,
rule.
figure it out with Le'Veon. I know you have him for this year, but you might need him next year, so just figure it out. That's all it is. I don't know what the Steelers are doing. That was loser power rankings, but
loser power rankings.
Time for the culture report.
Hey, the culture. That was just me. I wasn't mocking anyone. Okay. Drizzy Drake completely deaded the Good Music Cruel Summer Part 2 plan. All 25 tracks on Drake's Scorpion released 2 weeks ago are on the Billboard's Hot 100 list, while 7 tracks from the album occupy the top 10. Now, this pains me to admit, but those 7 songs are all featured on Joy's Summer 7 Scorpion playlist. So congratulations to Joy. In the top 10, at 1 is Nice for What, 2 is Nonstop, 3, I Like It, Cardi B, 4, God's Plan, 6, In My Feelings, 7, I'm Upset, 8, Emotionless, 9, Don't Matter to Me. So I'm
basically a music producer.
Yeah, I was very upset. I was like, wait a minute. A lot of these, these are all in Joyce. These are all, you said just play the hits.
Because here's why. Yes, exactly. Like you can have your time to be artistic, okay, and do all of your edgy things that you want to do.
Yes.
That's fine and fun. But anytime you want to appeal to the masses of people, you go with the hits. That's why people always complain that they hear the same songs on the radio. Yeah, you are hearing the same songs on the radio. You know why? Because the radio would like for the most amount of people to keep listening. And even though you've been listening to the radio for 3 hours, everyone else hasn't. To a degree, yes, but they also want to play songs that people want to hear. You know, they have request lines. Request line.
Yes.
What would you like to hear? And then
the
they
social
put it
media
in.
is the request line now.
Sure, fine. Whatever they use. Okay. Back in the
Yes.
day, they used the phone.
Yes.
But the point is that they do play hits. So you're welcome.
No, that's fine. And I would say I think it's atrocious that all 25 tracks are on the hot list because Ratchet Birthday is one of the worst songs Drake's ever put on the album. But after re-listening to Side A as a Kanye West diss, which I've realized that it is, I'm pretty happy with the album as a whole. So that's it.
Okay. Glad you come around to it.
Scorpion gets 2 weeks in the Culture Report, I think.
Okay.
It's Drake.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's killing it. Remember that time everyone said Drake's career was over? And I was like, no.
Yeah.
No. It was like, oh, Pusha T is going to take down Drake.
Yeah.
No.
I mentioned that Mike Rapaport. He calls himself the Pusha T of podcasts. That's something.
Look, I mean, I enjoyed Pusha T.
No, yeah, he's a great guy.
But he was not going to take down Drake.
No.
Drake has Sprite commercials.
I mean, like years ago, even.
So
like that's how much
I
he's
was
been
out and Ja Rule came on and I was jamming. I didn't care. And I was with some other people my age, and I was like, you know what? I like Ja Rule, and I don't care.
I don't like how fast you bring up Ja Rule after mentioning Drake. It seems like you think that they're around the same person.
No, I think that the idea that someone else is going to ruin someone's career at this point when you're on that level is still a thing. It's not. Okay? Which is my point with this all to begin with.
Not when Nice for What's Out
Beefs
there.
aren't real anymore, okay? I'm sorry to reveal it. Lance Stevenson and LeBron James play together. Okay? If you've got children watching, I'm about to say something very dramatic.
Uh-oh, don't do it.
Santa Claus doesn't exist. All right? It's not a real thing. Neither is the fucking Tooth Fairy. All right? There's lots of things that aren't real, including beefs in music.
If we have,
They may not like each other, but guess what? I'm pretty sure that Jay-Z and Kanye are cool, and Jay-Z was on that album, wasn't he?
But that was a
happen?
diss to
How did
Kanye.
that happen?
That was a diss to Kanye. Jay-Z being on that album as a whole is a diss to Kanye. By the way, and also the Santa thing that you just spoiled, I was a little worried, but I think a lot of black people listen. So sorry for all the white people that listen and you have your kids in the car. I'm sorry that Joy ruined Christmas for you guys.
I gave the warning.
Yeah, no, you did.
I did it on the radio once. I learned my lesson. I just said it, and people were pissed. I have my kid in the car. Sorry, here's a fun joy fact. I didn't grow up believing in Santa Claus. Maybe that's why I'm so f***ed up. But my mom and dad did not let me believe that there was a Santa Claus. I was the kid who had to listen to the other kids talk about Santa Claus and like this.
And you felt so much. You felt so smart, smarter than
Dummy.
them.
Your mom and dad
Yes,
get those
you
things
felt
for
smarter than them.
Ooh, fat man slides on your chimney you don't have.
My mom's boyfriend Tim told
Hey,
me.
here's a question, Timmy. How does Santa Claus get down your
Shouts out to
chimney
Tim.
you don't have? Was he climbing the window?
Oh my gosh.
Better leave your window unlocked.
Man, I
Hope
was like,
something else isn't climbing that window
trust
while you're
me,
at it.
I was like, well, Santa does exist, but he ain't coming to our house. We ain't got no damn chimney. You know what I'm saying? So somebody else got to be doing this.
I straight up asked. I don't want to misrepresent my brother in this spot, but I am pretty sure this is what he said. I straight up asked him once because I was still like a little on the fence, even though they were like, Santa Claus is not real. Right. I was like, I asked my brother, and he was like, no.
So you were on the fence a little bit and asked Jason, was like,
Well, you're a kid. You want to believe. You want to dream. Not me.
look at us now.
I mean, is there anyone else in this room whose parents let them believe that there was a Santa Claus? Like, didn't let them believe there was a Santa Claus?
No, but I've always, like, when I think about raising my kids, I want to keep that lie out of it.
I can't decide. Because kids really love Santa Claus. They love Christmas. And they get so excited about Santa Claus.
Right.
And I don't think it's that much of a disappointment when you figure out there isn't a Santa Claus. Like, if...
Joy.
What?
Every child cries when they find out that there isn't a Santa Claus.
I mean, at what points?
You're talking about the white ones.
Yeah, oh, okay. I mean, that's fair.
Honestly, at that point, that was probably the biggest hardship I had gone through.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, who
That's not really true.
magical
That's not
man
really
isn't
true.
giving me
But
this.
for the
It's
purpose
y'all
of- for the privilege it is.
It's who's crying?
I hate y'all. I love Santa.
Who's
What you mean?
crying?
It let me know my parents were liars, and I haven't trusted them ever since. I think that's,
I mean,
that's fair.
That's actually a good lesson to learn.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I just don't.
Take
I
them
don't know.
parents off the pedestal.
I don't. Maybe we should put a vote on this or something. Like.
Oh yeah, shouts out to Jewish people. It was just sitting there and let people listen about the Santa stuff the whole time, and they're like, dumb Christians.
Yeah. Yeah, but they get how many days of Christmas? 8 days of fun. We get one.
Shouts out to Tommy Pickles.
I don't know.
The Rugrats. They Jewish.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what I would do with. I'd have to have a conversation about it. But seeing like my nephews, my niece, like so excited about Christmas, like. But then I feel like this is selfish because this is really about making me happy. Because they would still be happy getting. I was still happy to get presents.
Yes.
I just knew my mom and dad brought me these presents.
Yeah, we've gone way too long at this point. But my brother's my niece, she is 6 going on 7 going on 18. She says, stop, Donnie. She says, she's like, my daddy doesn't believe in Santa Claus, but I do. Uncle BJ, you believe in Santa Claus, right? And I was like, oh yeah. So he gave her he's like, babe, I don't believe in that whole thing, but you can. So it's like a little out.
Well, okay, but here's what I am definitely not doing.
What?
Okay, and this is a promise.
What's that?
All right. I'm not participating in this elf on the shelf nonsense. Okay. I mean,
People who care about elf on the shelf really care about elf on the shelf.
Oh, what's that?
You know what?
It's a great tradition.
What is that?
You know
It's
what?
a great tradition.
You have too much time on your hands. All right.
That's a blessing. Isn't that a blessing, though?
Already got to deal with this Santa Claus lie. Now you got to move this elf thing around, and then the elf has got to be in a different position every time.
It's like
Can you explain for white people who doesn't know about this?
I
don't.
I found out about this last year.
Yes. Bench on the bench.
There's an even more disturbing Christmas thing.
What's
What?
that?
People put like pickles on their tree. Someone told me this
Oh,
last year.
Yeah, that's like.
What the?
Dill?
Listen, your pickle your pickle disrespect has gotta chill. All right. Pickles are very important to me in my life.
Amazing. I just bought some the other day.
What do they have to do with Christmas?
Pickles are
and why
part
would
of
you
some
put
of
them
my
on
favorite
your
memories.
tree?
That sounded weird. My grandmother, all right, would always have pickles. Anyway, the point is, this elf on a shelf nonsense is too much. So the elf on the shelf or mensch on a bench is
Mensch
you
on a
do you do it
bench?
for like a month, basically. The only reason I know about this is because of my nephews and my niece, and my sister-in-law started this with them. I don't know if she still does it, but anyway, you buy this little guy. He's like this big, right? And he's like this.
And he's like,
Because he's an elf, and you can like bend his arms and
Right.
stuff. I think there's a girl elf too you can get because they,
Right.
they're trying to be like,
So it's like an action figure?
2018.
It's like a doll,
Stuffed toy
it's like a
doll
stuffy
thing,
doll,
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
it has bendy things in it, wires.
Like a malleable nutcracker. Think of it like
Sure.
that.
All right.
Okay, and then so you can stick it on things like you can stick it on this thing and it just like,
Yeah.
hugs it. But the idea is that if you're good, he's always watching.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So he sees if you're good or not, and he reports back to Santa.
And he's just surprisingly everywhere.
Is he?
So the
Does
parents-
he have cameras in his eyes? Like,
The
what
parents
are we
move
talking
him
about?
around
But the
every
parents
day.
move him around every night.
Every day.
So the kids have to find him in the morning, and then like he stays there. So it's very weird. I'm
That
out
sounds
on it.
twisted to me.
It's fine.
You know what?
If you have time, do it.
Here's what it is. It's another way for parents to threaten their kids to be good. And
I'm all
for
for
me, I'm all about threatening children. But the consequence is this.
With their life.
You get your ass beat, like I did. My mom did not need an elf in the sky.
Direct threats, I feel like, work better
It wasn't
than,
a
like...
request. It wasn't a request like, ooh, if you're good, you get presents. Like if I decide that you get presents, you get presents.
Right.
It's not like an option.
Yeah.
We've really gone way long here, but
Yeah, where are you at on the Toothfairy and for the purpose of just extending this even longer?
about whether it's real or not or purposeful.
Like, are you going to participate?
Toothfairy, Toothfairy's cute. It's not that much.
I don't know. 'Cause
I'm not giving them $1 though. You get a quarter.
what's missing in the Tooth Fairy conversation
quarter even have value in
is
2018?
sitting down and saying, hey, that was a thing. That was fake. Don't put any of your teeth under the pillow anymore. Because I think you grow up and you still think about putting teeth under pillows. And maybe just me.
Why would you put your teeth under the pillow?
Well, here's the thing. I lost a tooth one time. It was in the middle of the night. I didn't want to make a big deal of it. So I put the thing under my pillow.
Didn't tell anyone.
Didn't tell anybody. Pillow still in there in the morning. I walked to my mom. I was like, Mom, this Tooth Fairy thing. Was he off yesterday? Like, how does? And you gotta.
And she was like, "What the hell are you talking about,
Yeah.
BJ?"
And it's just it's the tooth. The tooth. You got to tell people about. That's.
Well, you gotta tell them because they don't actually.
So maybe not when you get older, but like just let us know.
All right. Well, anyway, let us know what you think about the Santa Claus debate. All right, thanks for joining us, guys. It was a fun week. Thanks to Michael Rapaport for stopping by. Make sure that you subscribe and share with your friends, and follow us on all our social media pages at Maybe I'm Crazy Pod. Leave comments. Brandon likes to read them. We did not get a chance to talk about your talisman this week, even though we went extremely long. But
It's not.
well, you know what? You'll probably wear it next week. So
I have to now.
we'll talk about it then.
Yeah.
Yes, you do have to wear it
50th
now.
episode next week.
Oh, yes. It's a very, very special episode. We have
Yes.
lots of fun stuff planned. That's a lie. We haven't decided anything yet. But we will let you know when
We're
we
having
do.
50 Cent as a
and,
guest.
yeah, maybe. I've got lots of things to ask 50 Cent
Get the
about.
strap.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, thanks for joining us, and we'll catch you next week. We love you.
Bye.
Maybe I'm crazy, maybe I'm crazy, maybe I'm not.